Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel. Anyway, this is going to be my second video, and I wanted to talk today about reality. The reality of being a mother of three, and the reality of the way we portray ourselves versus the way things really are. So, I'm really present to social media being this mask that we put on. Like we've got tons of filters available. If you didn't do your makeup, there's like a makeup filter. There's hat filters, although this is a real hat. And I guess it's no different than like putting on makeup, I guess, in a way. But I really wanted to talk about what it's doing, well, from my perspective as a mother in her 50s. What is it doing to our society and what is it teaching our children? So on social media, we're all perfect. Okay, here's a good example. I was doing a video and I got a little frustrated because my kids are supposed to be all doing different things, and one of them just came out because they weren't doing what I had asked them to do, and instead they wanted to start talking to me about something, which on one hand, of course, I'm happy. I love that my kids talk to me. But on the other hand, I had asked them to do things. I gave them assignments so that I could do this video. And so sometimes I feel claustrophobic because I do want my own time. And I think it's super important for all of us to have our own time for things. If you are parenting children, I think it's really important to allocate time to yourself or allocate time without the kids to do the things that you need to do, that you want to do without distractions. I think there's a lot of parents out there that believe that they need to put their entire life full on their kids until their kids are grown up and out of the house. There we go again. Okay, second child coming out to ask me something when I clearly said, go play in your room, don't come out unless you're hurt. Anyway, so yeah, I have my moments of frustration, and I think it's normal to have those moments because we are human beings. And if we don't get that time that we need to ourselves, or if we don't get that time that we need to do the things that we love to do solely for ourselves, it's going to end up in frustration and resentment. It's been a little bit of a chaotic day because my daughter had some dance classes, my husband is working, kids are all at home. There's been a little bit of shuffling because I had to drive her, and then my husband had to go and pick up some packages. And I really wanted to take the time and just do this video. I wanted to talk about how we portray ourselves, how we all wear masks, and how when we go onto social media and look at other people that have similar lifestyles as us, and those people look like they have it all together, guess what? I bet they don't have it all together. There are moments when they are also breaking down. There are moments when they also feel like crap. So I have those moments too. I am so grateful for my life. And I always push myself to remind myself how amazing my life is. And honestly, I think everyone can find something amazing about their lives. And obviously, I'm not trying to discount lives that might have a lot of challenges, but I guess what I am attempting to do myself is finding the silver lining when things aren't going well in my life. So back to what I was saying, I'm super grateful for my life. And gratitude and joy comes in moments. I honestly don't think there's like this utopian destination that you could strive for and go on to this journey so that you could attain like joy forever. I honestly think it happens moment by moment. You have moments of joy and you love your life, and then that's when you turn on the camera and post on social media. And then you have moments of despair and, oh my gosh, what am I doing with my life? And oh my gosh, I have this worry and I have this health condition and I have, this person doesn't like me, and what am I going to do about this person, and about money, job, relationships, kids. Joy in life comes in fleeting moments. And we just have to embrace those moments. And then when we have moments of despair and depression and sadness, well, those all come with lessons. I'm not saying to only embrace the moments of joy. I'm saying to embrace the moments of sadness and despair and dive deep into where it's coming from so that you could get to the core of it and neutralize it. I believe that joy is different from bliss. I think, I don't know, maybe like words are interchangeable, but if you are having too much of a euphoric moment and you want more of that to the point where it feels like an addiction, I don't think that's true joy. I think that is like a dopamine fix, which is basically a an addiction to something, an addiction to a feeling. And I believe we have these addictions to feelings, whether or not it's good feelings or bad feelings, positive feelings or negative feelings. I think the best thing to regulate ourselves and our emotions is to neutralize our emotions so that we're not happy or sad. We are just neutral and full of love. Back to social media, we only tend to turn the camera on when we're having a good time. I know there are those that gravitate to turning on the camera when they're in despair and they cry and they get a lot of views because for some reason people love to watch and devour content where people are suffering. And I think that's part of the dopamine fix. My main point in this video is just nothing is real. Like everything is a fleeting moment. And I do believe that there's a lot of family vloggers out there that look like they're like having the time of their lives. You know, they're beautiful and they've got beautiful families and they have big houses and nothing can faze them. But guaranteed they have moments where they're not sure how to handle their emotions too. I don't think any of us are special enough not to feel those moments of despair because we're human. You wouldn't be human if you didn't feel those moments. And I think next time any one of us looks at a vlogger, a social media post about someone having the time of their lives, I think it's best to give them love because you know what? Chances are they also had moments of despair. Maybe it was moments after they posted the video or moments before. I can tell you, I had a pretty shitty day, morning this morning because I got up. Our house is a complete mess. So I'm committed to cleaning up this mess today. And my husband worked late last night, so he woke up late. I woke up early because my daughter had a 6 a.m. Zoom class. And because we homeschool our kids and my daughter has some classes on Zoom. And so I didn't sleep last night because I was editing videos and I was actually worried about finances. And so I didn't sleep very well. And then this morning, I had to wake up early, get my daughter into class. Then I had to like get her off class to get ready to go to her dance classes. And then I had to get my two sons breakfast. And it was a very chaotic morning. And then our dog threw up. And oh my gosh, you know, it's one of those moments where it's like, you don't understand. You don't understand unless you also have dogs throwing up and kids running around and a messy ass house because you don't have time to clean, because you don't have time to think, because you don't have time to even go to the bathroom and take a shit. Like that was the moment. That was a moment for me this morning. That was like what my morning was this morning. And my husband was sleeping because he needs to sleep because he works like super late. And on his days off, he does a lot of work around the house. But when he's working, I want him to sleep. So anyway, I had one of those moments this morning. And then I'm driving my daughter to dance class and I was sensing that she didn't want to go. And then I was sensing a lot of resistance. So we had an argument about that. And I'm like, why am I busting my ass to drive you to dance class? So we had some moments of talking about that. And we're at the critical time with my daughter where she's 9 years old. And so she has her own opinions, but at the same time, she obviously still needs guidance. And I really want her to think hard about how she spends her time, because we don't have a lot of time. Like, she's into dance, she's into music, she's into singing, she's into like science and math and coding and all these things that take up like literally more time than a typical public school student. And it didn't occur to me that she was really interested in dancing, although she's so good at it. Had a moment of talking to her about that, and then I dropped her off at dance class, and I felt like a failure, like I wasn't guiding her properly. And again, though, I'm sure a lot of parents can relate to feeling like a failure when their child isn't excelling or isn't being focused like you want them to be focused, especially if you're busting your ass, trying to guide them. So I had moments of that. Then I came home to a messy ass house. My husband was in a rush to leave. We hit traffic on the way home, so we were 10 minutes late, and then he had to leave to go to work and not be late himself. So it was chaotic. But anyway, I just wanted to come on here and just be real about it. Like, I look at myself in the mirror and I'm frazzled. There's all these like memes going around like behind every beautiful looking like teenage girl or handsome young man or whatever is a mother that looks homeless because she doesn't have time to take care of herself. That meme is so real, so real. Anyway, yeah. Happy Saturday, y'all.